Hey, everybody, welcome into the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. I'm your host, Tony Edward. On your way in, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform such as Spotify or Apple, please leave a 5-star rating and review. Folks, let's talk about Bitcoin before we get to the news about Biden and much more. Bitcoin continues to look bullish on the charts here. It closed the weekly over $68,000. It closed very strong. Many analysts are weighing in saying this looks really good. One analyst is saying that this is part of the Wyckoff accumulation spring and it's playing out to perfection. Bitcoin is headed to new all-time highs. Now, it's not going to go in a straight line up. Obviously, it's going to pump, build support levels, then pump again and so forth. But I would say the immediate target as far as what this trajectory will take us to is about 90K. We'll see if it pushes us to 100K. I think as the bull market progresses, Bitcoin will break 100K, but it may go to 90 first, cool down again before continuing upwards to new all-time highs. In addition, the DXY, the dollar currency index, continues to look very weak. It continues to break down here on the weekly chart with the RSI breaking down as well. So, as far as the sentiment, the technicals indicate sell the dollar, and that's a beautiful thing. It's pretty incredible. Bitcoin, on the other hand, shows buy, and this data is coming from TradingView. So I love these signals and indicators, but we got to be patient. Obviously, we're waiting for Bitcoin to continue its move, and then that liquidity will flow to the altcoins. We'll get another run up for the altcoins. So exciting times are ahead. We are in a bull market. We are in an uptrend, but it doesn't go up in a straight line. You got to be prepared for the roller coaster ride on the way up. And there's some very bullish catalysts that are coming up. And obviously, we've been talking about the Ethereum spot ETFs, which, according to Bloomberg, is going live this Tuesday, the 23rd of July. And we got big names, obviously, Franklin Templeton, BlackRock, Grayscale, all the big issuers that participated in the Bitcoin ETFs. Now, guys, also, we're getting rumors that it appears Elon Musk is ready to pump Bitcoin again. If you were here for the 2020-2021 cycle, we know that Elon came out and made his announcement that Tesla is going to add Bitcoin to their balance sheet, including SpaceX. And he was very bullish. He put hashtag Bitcoin in his profile. Well, he just recently changed his profile picture on X to laser eyes. Remember that from the past bull market cycle? And at the first glance, I thought this was political, but apparently it's not, because people are weighing in that he's going to be maybe at the Bitcoin conference this week, Bitcoin 2024 in Nashville. So Eleanor Terra, Fox Business, tweeted out that he just touched down in Tennessee and changed his profile picture to laser eyes. And then David Bailey, the founder of the Bitcoin conference, tweeted out an image of that, of Elon's laser eyes, and he says, "Are you ready?" So something is cooking up here. I think we're going to see Elon make an appearance at the Bitcoin conference, because he's 100% backing Trump, who's, of course, 100% backing Bitcoin and crypto now, right? I think that's no secret. So let's see what the announcement is. It could be a catalyst that sends Bitcoin pumping. This happened last cycle. But once again, it's not just him, but also the Ethereum ETF launches this week. And Bitcoin is already in an uptrend. We are in a macro bull market for crypto, stocks, real estate, and much more. So be prepared, guys. As I've been saying for a while, have a plan. Know what price points you're taking profits at, because these things can come very fast. The pumps can come very fast, and you want to make sure you're taking profits off the table, that you're walking away from this bull market with money in your pocket, because the bull market doesn't last forever. There will be a bear market. Go look at the charts. It happens. When these pumps are happening and it's euphoric, almost seems like it's not going to stop. It's going to keep going, and there's a lot of bullish news. It doesn't last forever. So this is where I always tell you guys, check your emotions at the door. So be prepared, my friends. Now, quick word from our sponsor, and that is BitGo, which is one of the top crypto custodians in the market. BitGo is working with many big brands such as Pantera Capital, Bitstamp, Bitcoin IRA. Nike uses BitGo's wallet services for their NFTs. Some of the services that BitGo provides includes hot wallets, custodial wallets, self-managed cold wallets, and NFT wallets. So if you'd like to learn more about BitGo, go to bitgo.com. Link will be in the description. Now, guys, I'm sure many of you heard President Joe Biden has dropped out of the presidential race. He's not running for a re-election. And Vice President President Kamala Harris will be taking his position as the presidential candidate on the Democrat side. Now, that in itself has tons of implications outside of crypto. But I want to talk about crypto specifically. What does this mean for crypto? Well, I think from a Biden administration, Elizabeth Warren, Gary Gensler, Sherrod Brown, and those clowns and their anti-crypto stance, it weakens them. Absolutely weakens them, right? We've already seen that many Democrats in the House and the Senate turned on Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler in the repeal of SOB 121 and in helping to pass the FIT 21 bill out of the House. So you have that dynamic, and then you have the current sitting president who's losing favorability in the public, getting demolished big time, right? These are just the facts. It's not my emotions. I'm not trying to sway anybody one way or the other. I'm just stating what's happening. You look at the polls. This is why Biden dropped out. And as we've been talking about, you have over $160 million that were raised by the crypto industry to support pro-crypto candidates. So those who were anti-crypto, those who aligned themselves to Elizabeth Warren got destroyed on Super Tuesday and in the primaries recently. So things are not going well for Elizabeth Warren. And as I've been saying, the Democrats messed up. They completely dropped the ball by letting Elizabeth Warren lead this nonsense anti-crypto army stuff. Now, many of them pivoted, but I think it's too late. And with the capital that's being raised to support pro-crypto candidates, which is majority on the Republican side, there are some Democrats, but this majority Republican side, it's not looking good. So the question comes up, though, between now and the election in November, right, of this year, will Gary Gensler back down? Will Elizabeth Warren back down because they are already losing? They're not on solid ground with this whole Biden debacle? I think so. However, we never know. We can't trust Elizabeth Warren because I've been saying for a long time and people don't believe me. It's not Biden that was anti-crypto. He is just listening to Elizabeth Warren, Sherrod Brown, and those clowns. This is information I've heard from people in DC. Biden doesn't even have much of a clue what crypto is, and he doesn't care. And it's like a night and day thing between him and Trump, because Trump absolutely has been talking about it, using it as a campaign talking point and much more. But you've never heard one word from Biden, not even negative statements about crypto from Biden, let alone positive, right? But it's Elizabeth Warren who's been doing this. So the question is, will she back down? And we'll have to wait and see. I think she will. But here, Caitlin Long, who's the CEO of Custodia Bank, says, do not expect any immediate improvement in U.S. crypto policy since Biden wasn't in charge of it anyway. Warren has been in charge of it all along. Will the Warrenite Financial Service Agency appointee's last gasp of power be an even harsher crackdown? Operation Choke Point 2.0? So, look, she could have a point here, but personally, I think the Democrats are in such a bad place. I don't know if they're going to do this because we already see that a lot of the Democratic Party and members of Congress and the Senate are already siding with crypto. And you got big names like Ro Khanna, who held a crypto roundtable. He's one of the top Democrats with Mark Cuban and others. So we'll see, folks. We'll see. It's a very interesting dynamic and situation taking place here. But I think we're going to see some capitulation here from Gary Gensler and Elizabeth Warren. I think we're already seeing that, where they dropped the case against Stacks. They dropped the case against the Binance stablecoin and Paxos. They are going to approve the Ethereum spot ETFs this week. So we'll have to wait and see. I hope I'm right. But look, I'm also cautiously optimistic because, as Caitlin is saying here, you never know, right? Maybe it's like a wounded dog, a wounded animal, where it's more dangerous when it's wounded, right? So we got to watch out, and we got to keep applying the pressure. We got to keep exposing Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler because they are working for the TradFi incumbents. Their goal is to slow crypto down, try to kill the crypto startups so that those TradFi incumbents can come in and take over. And here's a great example of that, folks. Remember Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange? Remember CZ got sent to jail for a little bit. They had to pay $4.3 billion in fines. Well, look at this. Binance receives court approval to invest customer fiat funds in the United States Treasury bills. If you understand what's happening here, then you understand how the world works. See what's happening here, folks? It's not to kill crypto. It's not to end crypto. No. It's to allow crypto to be controlled by the TradFi status quo, right? Where are these stable coins going? We want to tax it. We want our revenue. We want to see where the money's moving because it's a blind spot for us right now. That is what's happening. And we want Wall Street to control it because they report directly to the SEC and that'll allow us to know everything. So that's why I think that the double-edged sword, as I've said before, is BlackRock and these folks coming in with the ETFs because while you can hold Bitcoin directly and be your own bank, so to speak, many folks are going to go this direction and give these companies their money to hold their Bitcoin for them. All of that is in a wrapper of the TradFi products of ETFs, which once again, the government has full visibility on. They can tax it, they can view everything. So that's what's happening here, the takeover. Crypto is here to stay. Crypto is not going away clearly, but these folks want to control it, right? JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, everybody at the Treasury and the Fed, they want it to be within the TradFi ecosystem because they've lost a lot of power. Now, I don't think they can gain all the losses that they've taken, but they're going to get some of it back with these ETF products, I think. But nevertheless, it's just so interesting. And look, I've often stated I'm here to make money. I believe in the technology, but I'm here to make money and get financial freedom for myself and my family. And I'm going to ride these bull market waves. And as I've been saying many times, I'm looking forward to even the future bull markets of 2028 and so on and so forth. I'll be buying the bloody bear market bottom of 2026 and 2027 and preparing for the next bull market. So, folks, there's opportunity here. It won't last forever, as far as the type of returns that we can gain. So be smart, have a plan, and like I've been saying, write it down and know what your plan is. Now, on the topic of crypto and politics, Eleanor Terrett highlighted the following, that crypto policy group Cedar Innovation Foundation says President Biden's decision to step aside is a new opportunity for the top of the Democratic Party ticket to embrace crypto and blockchain technologies. Here's a quote: "While Secretary Gensler and Senator Warren may have misguided White House policy in the past, this is the moment to present a new vision for American innovation that keeps innovation jobs in America, ensures global competitiveness in digital assets, and heralds in a new era of financial inclusion and prosperity." So I think the tides are turning. The final boss, I've been saying, it's not Biden, it's Elizabeth Warren. And this is why I've been telling you guys, vote John Deaton, kick out Elizabeth Warren out of Massachusetts. If you're not in the state of Massachusetts, make sure you donate to John Deaton, guys. We have to fight because these people are corrupt. I for a long time thought Elizabeth Warren was some major champion for the people. She's not, until I started seeing clearly what she was up to and cozying up to the banks who she claims to be against and holding them accountable and all that. And I realized it's just a facade. She's a great marketer, so I'll give her that. Here, Colin McLaren retweeted Eleanor's statement saying pro-innovation policies shouldn't be owned by the right or the left. It's time for our choices for president to reflect that. Senator Warren and Gary Gensler have no place in an administration that hopes to build an inclusive economy and ensure American leadership in innovation. He's absolutely right. So, folks, interesting times. Regardless of all the politics and so forth, crypto's going to win. I've been telling you guys, disruptive technology always wins. Go look throughout history. People may put up roadblocks, they may fight. The incumbents will fight like we're seeing, but they will lose. And the other major factor here is this technology is not a US-based market or a US-based technology. It's global. And there are many countries and jurisdictions which are embracing this, and it's on the internet. So there's only so much, Gary Gensler and these clowns can do. Sure, he can file lawsuits, but now the industry's waking up to it that this is all a nonsense gimmick. So they're countersuing him. So like I've been saying, we are on the winning side of history, folks. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Folks, don't forget to sign up for my free email newsletter on Substack. Link will be in the description. Also, grab a copy of my book, Rethinking Crypto. It's available on Amazon in paperback and digital, also on barnesandnobles.com. Grab a copy to support the podcast. Grab a couple copies for your friends and family who want to learn about crypto. It can make a great gift. Includes tips for investing in crypto. If you bought a copy already, please leave a rating and review on Amazon. It would really support me. Thank you guys for watching and listening. I appreciate you all, and I'll talk to you all later.